What is up, you guys? It's Rosie. How are you doing? Another month is over. And this month was so much better than last month, I just have to say. It was still a pretty long one, still a lot happening, but you know, we're making improvements. I obviously am coming to you just like chill. I have no makeup on. I just showered. I tried to blow dry my hair and it didn't work super great, but that's okay because I just wanted it dry enough to where it wasn't bothering me. And tomorrow night I'm going to a concert, so I want to be able to do it for the concert but not have to, you know, worry about it tonight. So this is just what we're working with. I am so happy to be here filming another reset. This is the October reset. That is quite frankly nuts. I'm thrilled to be entering October. I'm scared to be entering October. It is the best month of the year besides May because that's my birthday. I just love spooky things. I'm obsessed with spooky paranormal stuff. I don't know if you can tell by all of my favorites and all of my podcasts and media being spooky things, but I love paranormal stuff. My frame's back there, we're stealing the spotlight. So I'm very much considering doing some fun little like spooky videos, like very Loey Lane in the sense of she was, you know, plus size fashion beauty YouTuber, and then she slowly moved over into the paranormal like horror space. And I have a very similar trajectory in my life. Still want to make lifestyle type stuff for the foreseeable future, but I love spooky stuff and I love talking about spooky stuff. It's like kind of crazy. I know I will have at least one spooky vlog this upcoming month because I'm going to see the Haunted Objects podcast live, except it's just like them talking. I don't know if it's necessarily a podcast episode, but they're bringing the Haunted Museum. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so great. But yes, so let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. I would love to do like a paranormal and folk tales of Colorado perhaps, because I know there are a lot of fun spooky things out here, as well as like New York. I know back home we got a lot going on. Just like let me know your opinion on that, and if you're into it, I'm into it. I'm very excited for October. It's going to be a fabulous month. We have to find a place to move because our lease is up November 12th. We're looking at really like a November 1st move-in date, so that way we have like that 2 weeks to slowly move over all of our smaller stuff and then have movers take like the furniture, because that would be probably the ideal situation. We are moving south, closer to Denver. We're already on the hunt. This weekend we're going to look at 3 or 4 places. Kennan's going to look at a couple without me because they're closer to his job, because that's the whole point, is we're trying to get closer to his job. And then I'm going to be away next week for the first week of October because I'm going on a business trip again. So anyways, that's just sort of like what's happening in the immediate now. But this obviously, as an October reset, we got to reflect on September. We got to think about the goals, the favorites, all of that fun stuff, and we'll be hopping right into it. I did, as I'm speaking to you right now, I just edited and uploaded my New York haul that I filmed almost a month ago, because this month, the recap for this month is just I needed to rest. My body had it. She was so tired. We started off with a double ear infection, and I am better, but I do still have like aftershocks of it. There are probably, I would say every day to every other day, I will have pains in one or both of my ears. So that's cute and fun. Now that I'm thinking about it a little more though, this one was clogged for a very long time. I left. But now as I'm talking to you, I'm noticing it's not that clogged anymore. Like if anything, just very slightly. So that's a vast improvement over what it was. So that's great. And yeah, I'm pretty confident that the pains are like my ears healing themselves, you know, like they went through a lot. They need some time to stitch themselves back together, and I'm not too mad about it. So the next time I go see a doctor, I'm just gonna make sure that that's normal. But yeah, physically, since then, I've been exhausted, but feeling so much better, mentally so much better. One of the things I talked to my therapist about was I've been exhausted, like so physically tired, because work has been absolutely insane. Once I got into it because as you know, I work in textbooks for schools, and school has started, and I cover a lot of quarter schools, so that means they started like literally this week. So things have just been nonstop crazy town. And now I'm going on another trip to Austin for a new rep training, which will be fun and great, but that's another week out of the office when everybody's gonna be crazy trying to get their stuff set up. So when I come back, I anticipate it to be busy once again. But after that, it should hopefully start to die down. So we're making it over the hump right now. I think we're like here, you know? I think we came all the way up here, and I think we're going. We're on our way down. Might be another like woo, but we're almost there. But with that, I physically have just been like, after work was over, exhausted, done. I have just been reading this month. Truly, I've seen friends twice. I've seen friends twice since I got home in August. And my body just hasn't been able to handle it. And as I said, my therapist and I were talking about this, and she was like, yeah, you're probably tired from work, but also grief can manifest itself physically. And I was just so like strung up for the whole summer, and I was really just waiting for the other shoe to drop for approximately 2.5 months. And so now that it's dropped, my body is like, girl, give it a rest. So this month has really been just about rest and recuperating from this traumatic summer. And I feel like we're finally on the up and up. So that is good. That is a plus. That's the September recap. Your girl was just resting, and work was crazy, but nothing I can't handle. We're doing okay. Let's get into the favorites real quick for September, because I don't have a lot, because like I said, I didn't do a lot. Mainly, I'll start with my first favorite is the Warrior Cat series by Erin Hunter. It is a middle grade YA series about cats that live in the forest. I was obsessed with them as a kid. Growing up, it was like my defining series, I'd say. Like, some kids were Harry Potter kids. I was a Warrior Cats kid. And so I made it very far into the Warrior Cats universe of reading. And then I stopped at some point, you know. And recently, I feel like I said this in my last reset, but I've been in need of nostalgia just to, you know, heal my inner child a little bit, really like find some comfort. And Warrior Cats has done that for me. I have read 12 Warrior Cats books this month on my Kindle. And my Kindle is another favorite. Let me show you my Kindle, because she is beautiful. So I got the Sage Green Kindle, and so this is the front, just normal. It's the Kindle Paperwhite. And then here she is. Oh, I love her so much. I've been collecting stickers for her for a month or so now. It's kind of hard to see with the lights, but that says Hot Girls Read and Listen to Taylor Swift. This is a Valaris post stamp from the ACOTAR series. Gay Juice, self-explanatory. Books are magic, bookstore in Brooklyn. Books, cute. And then this is the Empress Tarot card, which I just thought was pretty. And then this is a pop socket. I've been obsessed with this thing since March, and I just purchased it literally this past week. I've been thinking about it, and I was like, I don't have a phone case that it would go on, and I was considering putting it on this phone case because I think it would look cute with the colors, but also there's so many cute little details to this phone case that I don't want to cover any of them up, you know? So then I was like, Kindle, duh. So fantastic. Pretty much every day after work, I would just get off, lay down in my bed, and read a Warrior Cats book. I was averaging one a day at a point, because I'd read a little on my lunch break and then the rest at night, and then I'd start the next one, and the cycle continued. So truly, I have not been in such a strong reading headspace in so long. It was really nice, and that's all thanks to Libby and Kindle Unlimited. I've gotten all of these books for free, except for one, because it was out of the library for a month on Libby, and then also it was not on Kindle Unlimited for free. I had to pay for it, so I paid the $8. It was fine. But Shout out Libby, shout out Warrior Cat series. Really just, you know, I've been relating absolutely everything I see to Warrior Cats. I went on a hike with Mel and Jess when they were here, and I was like, wow, this would be so great for River Clan. This is a perfect little, this is just like a perfect camp for the cats. And yeah, it really took over my headspace. But I loved it and I enjoyed it. And I am now back at the series that, like, the last series I finished in the Warrior Cat series. Because it's like the overarching universe of warriors, and then within it there are series, and I'm on the 3rd, and I think I made it to like the 1st or 2nd book of the 4th before I stopped. Yeah, so we're about to start reading the 3rd. I have calmed down a little bit. I have started throwing in other books just to, you know, get my regular reading groove back too. But it's just been really nice. It's just been really great. I've also found out that the Warrior Cat series is like strangely so much more expensive than I thought. I think they're on series 8, so I'm not even halfway. And also there's like cat possession in the most recent series, which is the funniest thing ever to me. So I kind of want to make it that far so I can read about the cats possessing each other as ghosts. That's kind of hilarious. So yeah. My book favorites for the month are just the Warrior Cats first 2 series. And then the Kindle, obviously. Next, ibuprofen. Ibuprofen, my beloved. For the ear infections, the very first one, this bad boy, I only had Tylenol in the house. And I had 3 different types of Tylenol. I had regular Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol, and cold and flu sinus Tylenol. So I took every single kind of Tylenol. I took the max amount of Tylenol every day, and it didn't take off any of the pain. Unless it just like barely dulled it. I did not notice really any difference between when I was taking it and when I wasn't. And then when I went in for the second ear infection, the doctor was like, no, you need ibuprofen, and you need like a clinical dosage of ibuprofen immediately. She was like, you can take up to like 4 of them like 3 or 4 times a day. And I was like, I don't know about that much. I don't think I need that much. Literally taking 2 of them, immediately the pain was gone in a half an hour, and I comped and slept for 7 hours straight. It was so much relief and truly gave me hope that I could live my life and recover without being in suffering pain for a whole other week. So shouts out ibuprofen. I love you, babe. New podcast, Rattled and Shook, a spooky one, as you can guess. It's run by a podcast network, so it's like kind of very overly produced, but I like the 2 girls that run it. I like how they talk. They have good banter, and one of them's from Long Island. I don't know what it is, but there are a lot of podcast hosts that do like creepy stuff or paranormal and like true crime stuff that are from Long Island. Is it something in the water? Like, it's every time I find out, I'm like, why? How? What are you doing here? So that's just a fun thread I found throughout my podcasts. But Rattled and Shook is really cute. Like, not cute, they tell scary stories, but it reads kind of like Reddit creepypastas, and then they talk about, you know, their own experiences in between, and they have some fun like sound effects and like cool music. So it's quick, it's like a half hour long, and it's pretty new. I feel like they started in like May or June. So I don't normally like super produced podcasts. I like it when it's just more talking and like casual, but I do like this one. I dig it, and it's easy to put on in the background and then like focus in when I want to. Favorite movie of the month? The only movie I watched this month was Nope. So good. The Jordan Peele Nope, as we are familiar. And I think it's my new favorite Jordan Peele movie. It's so good. I've watched all of my Jordan Peele movies with Jess, and so when Jess and Mel came to visit, they were talking about Nope, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen it yet, can we watch it? And so of course we watched it. And I just have to say, Jean Jacket is beautiful. She did nothing wrong. She doesn't know what's going on. So I'm a Jean Jacket apologist, and I think she deserves more rights than she was given. That's all the favorites. Like I said, quick, easy, simple. I read my Kindle and I laid in my bed, and I took a lot of ibuprofen. Obviously a favorite also like memory, I guess, was when Jess and Mel came to visit, because they were here last weekend, and it was a beautiful, fantastic, wonderful trip, and I'm so glad they came. It truly was like a nice break in the madness before everything gets crazy again, to just like appreciate being here with my friends and enjoying, you know, where I'm at right now. So that was wonderful. Now let's get into the goals. We gotta review September, and we gotta review what I wrote down for October. I am going to just do this sitting up once again, because that was so much easier last time, and it will be easier this time as well. Sorry. All right, we've got our September goals. As you can see, read 6 books. Checked the fuck off. I read 13, I believe. Absolutely insane, bonkers, probably will never happen again. Next, read 1 nonfiction book. Nope, I just read all about fictional cats, and I can't blame myself for it. Next, drink 1 full Simply Modern tumbler a day of water. I did not do that. I did drink a lot of water, but also there came a point where I was just like so hydrated that it felt like sick in my tummy to drink more water. It just felt liquidy. So I had to cut myself back. I will find a good in between of hydration and overhydration. Next, save $500. I did that, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm happy, and I'll discuss more in the finance section, but we're looking okay, folks. We're gonna make it out of the woods. Check something off your Colorado bucket list. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm reading this like backwards in the viewfinder, so that's why I'm hesitating. But check something off your Colorado bucket list. I did that with the lovely hike that Jess, Mel, and I did around Red Rocks. It was wonderful, and it was something I wanted to do, like an actual real hike over there. So fab. Next, start moving hunt / prep. We have done that. We're going to tour, I think 4 places. I think I said this, 4 places this weekend, and hopefully it'll go quick and it'll be fine. We'll see. But we have started. I've filled out the Zillow applications, updated all my information, paid that $35, and we're good to go. I will start packing soon. As I said, oh, this is not going to be up yet. I'm going to do 1 more like good deep clean of this apartment, and then I'm going to start packing things, because I want to do like a little apartment tour in a vlog or something like that, just so like I have it captured on camera of like what it looked like, because I love that idea. The last one on our list was begin taking vitamins. I did purchase vitamins. I have, however, put them in a place that I can't see them daily, and that's my own damn fault. That's just silly gooseness on my side. So I will be moving those into a more visible area, and perhaps we will start taking them daily. I've taken like 5. Then we have our October goals. Number 1, work through the food in the kitchen. This obviously is a necessity because we are moving. I don't want to be bringing frozen items with me. So I am a huge fan of grocery shopping, but I will need to cut it down because we just got to get through what we have. Next, film the moving process. I need to remember to film it because I want to have it on camera, because I love moving vlogs, and they have always been like a good thing for me to put on when I'm cleaning, because most of the people in the moving vlogs are cleaning also. So I want to make them, you know? Next is donate and sell my clothes. I just got to get rid of some of them. I got to get rid of a lot of them, realistically. So please check out my depop below. Next, do 3 Halloween activities. I have a few planned, such as pumpkin picking and a fall festival this Saturday. I would love to do a ghost tour. Love to do it. And I love Halloween. I'm obsessed with Halloween. Favorite holiday besides like that whole week of Christmas and New Year's where you just sort of don't do anything. Love that too. But Halloween is the real kickoff. Big fan. And I'm excited to do things about it. Next, read 2 physical books at least, because as I said, been a big Kindle girly recently, and so I also have obviously so many physical books on my TBR. I need to start working on that. I need to start putting in the effort there. Yes. Next, be packed by October 25th. I feel like that's a solid deadline to have if we're moving November 1st, but we'll see. Obviously, it just depends on how busy we are, how crazy work is, how much we get done. If we have found a place by then, maybe we'll be looking into November, which knock on wood we won't, because I could not deal with that. That would stress me out too much. Those are our goals for right now. I think they're achievable. I don't think they're too crazy. I couldn't set crazy goals for October, obviously, because I'm going to be so insanely busy moving, packing for moving, doing work, being on a work trip, going to do fun fall things with my friends. So I'm not going to go too hard on myself, but those are some things I would like to get done. Next, let's briefly touch on the finances. This is just more sort of an update because I'm still not in a place where I'm like really planning every single dollar I get. I need to, but I feel like I need to get in a better place with my debt first before I worry about that, because right now all my extra money is just sort of like going to debt, and during the week I'm like, okay, don't spend money. That's pretty much, that's the gist of my plan currently. And I have to say, it's working. I did get my refund from Drexel, my online grad program. With financial aid, everything worked out, and so I got some money back, and I was able to put that towards a good chunk of debt, which is fantastic. Like, trust me, we're still in like 70% usage area, which is not great, but I was able to take off, you know, a few hundred off of each credit card, and that has just done wonders. Literally, it felt like a physical weight was lifted when I received that notification that I got the refund, because I was able to like take most of my cards down from like 99% use down to like I said, like 70%. And just having that little bit of wiggle room, plus I put a little in my savings for the actual move. Having that little bit of wiggle room, especially when I don't know when the money is coming in from my inheritance from my grandpa or the bonus I'm supposed to be receiving at the end of the year. I don't know when that stuff's happening. So that extra few $100s in a few places really just, it's letting me breathe. And I'm still just not spending if I don't have to, and trying to be really conscious about when I do spend, because obviously we're just trying to make it through here. We're just trying to get all of our credit cards paid down, and then we can start, you know, saving for some fun purchases and like doing stuff like that. So yeah, I also went in and I paid a ton of my like Klarna and Afterpay things. I paid the next like 2 payments for most of them, if not all of them, and that felt good, because then I was like, okay, I have a couple weeks until I have to worry about that hitting the bank account again, and that felt nice. So that's good. But yeah, financially, that's where we're at. We've got a little bit of the debt paid off now, and we're still working on saving and putting whatever extra money we have towards the credit cards. And that's that. Also, I just started grad school to just sort of tie in with that, so that's fun. I haven't had a real class yet, and homework is due officially for Saturday, so I'll let you know how it is in October, I guess. So friends, that is my very quick, very not as rambly as I'm usually, October reset. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my month of rest and relaxation. Otessa Mafunge, I'm coming for you. Except with not all the drugs. But I really needed it. I really needed to take a step back and just like be and rest and, you know, consume a lot of books about cats. And it's just what I needed. So I definitely feel like recharged, so much better, and I'm excited. Once we have like our living space set, I feel like the rest of the year is going to be a very exciting time. We're going to have a lot of fun. That's like the last big main stressor, is figuring out when the moving stuff is going to happen, where we're going, stuff like that. So, but knock on wood, I'm a lucky girl. I attract wealth and prosperity, and I can't remember the mantras. The TikTok mantras are not in my head right now, but you know what I'm going for? That's the energy I'm attracting. That's what we're bringing in. So please cross your fingers, shoot up a prayer, and let's hope that Zillow is my friend in these upcoming weeks. Thank you again for watching, for hanging, for checking in. I appreciate it. If you're new here, I'd love it if you'd stick around. I got a lot of crazy fun stuff coming up, and you know, if you want to come see what it is, please feel free to subscribe. And everyone, please leave a comment down below. One of your favorites from September. Would love to hear about it. I'm a big fan of seeing what other people like. So thank you again. I love you. I hope you're having a fabulous whatever time of day you're in, and I will talk to you soon.